All right, we've talked about emotional support animals and this racket for a while. Now, are there legitimate individuals that need an emotional support animal? Absolutely. And those people that legitimately need an emotional support animal, they just need to be really aggravated at the scamsters, the frauds out there that game the system and primarily to like get their dogs into place. Froggy, what are you doing over there? Who's rustling and is that you rustling?
I have a bag here. I'm sorry. I was just moving it.
All I'm hearing is like
this?
Yes, that's what I'm hearing.
Sorry.
All right. Can you hold on a minute? I know you got some show and tell thing.
Froggy has an emotional support bag. He's playing with it right now, and he actually needs the enforcement.
But what happened was you had people that took advantage of the system, and of course there was massive abuse on the airplanes. Massive abuse with the airlines where people were saying, "Oh yes, I'm scared of flying. I've got this affliction. I got this emotional, and this is my emotional support cat. This is my emotional support dog." And people were figuring out that
ponies.
You had someone that tried to bring on an emotional support like mini pony. I mean, I think if you could think of the animal, people have tried to bring them on an airplane.
Peacock.
What was that?
Remember a peacock?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. This came up, I don't know, like a week or so ago, and there was a woman that was photographed at Newark Liberty with a freaking peacock that she thought she was going to bring on an airplane, an emotional support peacock. All right, so it's been a racket. The airlines and the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, they cracked down, and they really... Fester's looking at the picture of this thing. When was that? That was like 2019 or something?
I don't know. I found a compilation of most ridiculous emotional support animals people have brought on planes. And the peacock is up top. It's a beautiful peacock.
Yeah, and by the way, it looks like United at Newark Liberty, and I know exactly where that is. I've been in line there. I've walked by that.
Of course you have.
I walked by there. What are you being? What is that? That was passive. That was passive. No, that wasn't passive aggressive. That was aggressive condescending. Roxanne over there.
It just struck me like, oh, I've been in Newark Airport. Oh, I've walked right by this.
Oh yeah, because that sounds really elitist.
No.
Anyway.
You've been to all airports. That's your thing. Anything air travel. It's not elitist.
I have not been to all airports.
Well, it's your obsession.
It's not my obsession. If I travel, I'm not.
You're obsessed with planes.
I do like planes. Are you trying to derail me like an Amtrak over here?
I don't know if she's trying, but she's sure doing it.
All right, so emotional support rackets, all right? A lot of folks, they figured out that, if there are no dogs allowed, they can claim, oh, it's my emotional support animal. Yeah, they did it on the airplanes. That got cracked down on. Anyway, listen to this. I saw this last night, and this guy puts a post up on Facebook, right? And it reads, this is from Willie Baker. A guy named Willie Baker, and he's in Little Rock, Arkansas. Willie Baker wrote on Facebook, "Help! The tranquil sanctity of my backyard has been invaded. A couple of weeks ago, the new neighbors next door moved in, and to my surprise, they brought with them a couple of goats. Yes, I said goats.
Yeah.
Screaming, bellowing goats. Now, after spending over $30,000 on my backyard to be my place of zen, my wife and I have to listen to the goats all the time."
No. Some of my neighbors have cows and goats.
What?
So you hear,
Dude, you live in town and country.
I know. I don't understand it.
You don't have pastures.
I don't know. I hear cows.
Do you live near the water?
There's no cows in the water, I don't think. Oh, look how sweet.
So this guy is flipping out. He spent $30,000 on his backyard.
Yeah, you should really read the...
Does he have like a chuppah? Does he have like a water feature back there or something?
You must have something really nice.
A fire pit, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Could have a fire pit, all kinds of stuff.
A gazebo.
Now in in town. Does it say what town he lives in?
I
North
said,
Little Rock.
Do you have headphones on you? I said
Yeah.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay. I know that in the city of Tampa, you can have chickens in your backyard. I don't know about goats. I mean, different areas have different animal
The
rules.
post goes on. I call animal control. They inform me that it is against the law to have farm animals within the city limits. The officials paid a visit over there and gave them 24 hours to get rid of the goats. They came back with a doctor's statement that the goats were their emotional support animals, and animal control just backed off. Is there anything I can do, or am I designed to pay city taxes and yet live on a farm? That's what he wrote. Am I designed?
Destined, he meant to say.
Maybe destined, yeah.
Yeah, autocorrect sometimes screws people.
So he said design. Do I even have the right to sit on my back deck in peace and quiet?
You know what the sad thing is, too, is even if he I know he put all that money into his backyard, but even if he wants to move, he's going to have to sedate the goats when his house is shown to people because it'll lower the value.
And what if he has the screaming goat?
Can you imagine? You
Did
just hear
we
that
ever
all day.
ascertain? Was that a real screaming goat? This noise right here.
I think it was a meme of a goat screaming with a guy scream over it.
Or was it really?
There's no way a goat sounds like that.
And that's what I'm saying. Hey, Festa, we need to know. Did we ever finally figure out if this was really a goat screaming?
All right, so according to the internet,
According to the internets.
it's actually a sheep scream.
A real sheep?
Goats and soda in the Super Bowl ad. I'm trying. Yeah, it was a sheep they used sheep.
Anyway,
I'm confused.
that does sound like a guy screaming.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for this guy in Little Rock, and animal control, they just backed off. It's sort of like if you claim like a medical condition, then that opens up a whole new field of defense, or
And then the animal control people could get in trouble for trying to get into your business about what your medical issues are.
Yeah.